Well. Welcome, everybody that's hopping on in right now. Yeah, I was just bored out of my gourd, and I thought to myself, you know what? I haven't done one of these StreamYard hangouts for a little bit, so yeah. It's been a little bit since we've done one of these, and I figured, you know what? I got nothing better to do tonight since I've pretty much got everything ready for the podcast tomorrow night with watching UWF Beach Brawl. So, yeah, because of what happened with last week's episode where the internet kept shitting all over me, I decided, you know what, we're going to combine episodes for tomorrow night. So, we're going to talk UWF Beach Brawl and TNA's first show from 2002. So kind of make up for that last week. But that's on the wrestling side of things. But see, Sprinter of Black, who is up, and Ace, Metallica Breath. Okay, that's a random nickname. But yeah, if anybody wants to hop on in and chat with me, feel free to ask, and I'll send you guys a link to come on in and chat. I know Ricky will be hopping in just a moment, or in just a little bit. My boy Ricky the Horror Master, fellow Shadow Call podcast guy and Horseman podcast guy. I was one step ahead of you on that. I already knew. Possibly Nick from Thralls of Metal might pop in. It's he's still a little bit feeling blah, kind of like I was during the week, but actually I'm about like at like 90 to 95% better. I'd say tomorrow or Sunday at the latest I'll be back to 100%. So that is quite something. So yeah, we're gonna be here answering like metal questions and talking metal, just because why the fuck not? Ricardo.
What's up?
As I said, I was bored out of my gourd, so I thought
Yeah, I just finished watching UW Beach Brawl. I'm gonna probably watch it one more time tomorrow before the show.
mm-hmm.
And Harry cookies.
Yeah, I will go ahead and say it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
It wasn't the show had a lot of potential, had a lot of big names, but the execution, the other hand,
Not the greatest.
not the greatest.
There was only as far as I go, there were only like two matches on that show that were passable, and the rest was just there or blah. Really.
Yeah. Oh,
And
and
also
again,
didn't help that they only had nearly 600 people in attendance and 18,000 pay-per-view buys. Yeah.
yeah, thanks for it. You have no idea. Another rare album to the collection, which I did my video on my rarest albums, so you should do that.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, you should do that.
I'm thinking about doing that. I don't know if I have that many rare
Well,
albums.
the way
Most of
the
them are very common,
well
but
the way I went was I know some albums that took me a long ass time to find. Some of the most expensive albums in Discogs, according to Discogs, because there was one album I didn't include on my list that cost like $150, and I'm like, there's no way you can, you know, which is Pink Floyd Dark the Wall, the 2 disc set, which why the fuck would somebody pay $150 for it? You know, you can easily
must have
find
been
it.
like an original print or something.
Yeah, probably. But I was like, no, there's no way my copy's worth that much. I know that.
Right. Actually, let me see how much my copy that I got from Scott, how much it's worth. Now
Which
you
one?
got me
The
curious.
wall?
Yeah, the wall.
It's because mine was the deluxe edition. Had more of the artwork. I guess that's why it was more expensive. In my When I checked my Discogs, I was like, okay.
Mm. the most expensive version of the one I have is only $42, and that's in like near mint, and the cheapest is 23.
Yeah, yeah. And I just bought Morning Benevolence, the Solen Succubus, so another Death Doom album to the collection. Which, you know, if we can do the Death Doom episode next week, I would seriously love that. You have no idea. I think we could. I think we can because I think Raphael said he might be down, and I know Hannah is gonna be on vacation. So, and Archer said still on the fly. So maybe we
Still
can. Yeah.
pending,
So
patent pending.
hopefully we can bring them on back because I've been doing my Death Doom list, and well, I have 25 albums right
Ooh,
now, not counting the one. Well, okay. So the how I went through this list was I went through all the albums I have on my collection, the ones that I'm missing, and I guess the ones that I know are important. And I need to narrow it
mhm.
down to at least the top 10 and maybe 15 honorable mentions, maybe 10. It's just it's gonna be the craziest list I've ever do. I might just fucking say every single honorable mention because the majority of the albums that I've written down, I have them already. There's some that I'm still trying to find that I cannot for the life of me find.
Yeah,
Like one of the ones that it's gonna be my honorable mentions. It's Unholy from the Shadows. I need that album. I think I found a
I need to
copy.
find it too.
I think I found it in Russia, but this was before the shit happened. So if
And
I
it's
order,
a bootleg. Any any
yeah,
any CD that comes from Russia is a bootleg.
yeah. Well,
I can
not all.
tell because if it says like FOHO or Metal Star or Moon Records, they're bootlegs. I did some digging on
Yeah,
that.
no, because I was thinking that means my disembowelment, but disembowelment, no, it's not a bootleg
That's good.
because it has the original. Actually, now let me check. Now you got me curious.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. But actually, I actually have my top 10 already made. I just have to make the honorable mentions and
Nope.
stuff.
This is Relapse.
Then there you go.
So yeah, it's the original. What other CD
Hmm.
did I buy from Russia? The Decomposed, but that's from Cattle Light Records. So that's not a bootleg either. So I know that for
Yeah.
sure. Those aren't bootlegs.
Yeah,
So
the only bootleg I have is Broken Hope's Repulsive Conception, but good luck trying to find the Metal Blade release of that.
hmm
Actually,
um,
let me see if
go for
there's
it. I mean,
any.
you might find it cheap on Discogs. You never know. Like I said, I like I said when I found the Foreshadowing album, $20. I was fuck it. I'm getting it. And I just bought my ticket to see for Raw this Monday, so I'm hyped for that. You know, it's gonna be
Hmm.
sweet.
Swing,
20,
swing.
20 years of John Cena. I wonder if we're gonna get some John Cena's like rivals or people he's worked with in the ring, like kind of like a celebration. You know,
Probably. The cheapest copy that's not a bootleg of Repulsive Conception's a promo copy from Canada for 21.52.
it's not bad,
Not bad,
not bad, but it's a
but I would
promo.
like to have the whole thing. Yeah, the
Yeah.
promo is just the disc and a little sleeve.
hmm Yeah.
But
But in terms of bootlegs, I wanna of course wanna get for historical purpose. I want to get Dawn of the Black Hearts eventually
I mean,
because
I was lucky I got it
I
free.
know you got it, you lucky son of a bitch. But that's another one that I'm trying to find eventually. I can easily. I mean, it's not on my top priority because I can easily get it somewhere. But like right
Hmm.
now, my priority is getting a lot of Death Doom, the more harder stuff, Death Doom. You know,
Yeah.
like of course I have aspects. Of course I have an autopsy, my diabride, Paradise Lost, you name it.
I mean, my main priority right now is trying to find a cheap, good copy of the original artwork of Gallery of Suicide.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been trying to go into Cannibal Corpse too because I only have two of them mutilated. So right
Hmm.
now, I might. starting maybe. I don't know. It depends. Sometimes I'm in a mood where I get a lot of death metal. Sometimes I get more speed metal. It all depends on my mood.
thrash and prog
Thrash.
and
Yeah,
so
I
on
need
and
more.
so
I
forth.
need. I need more thrash in my life
You
because
need
I
more
want.
thrash and you need more prog.
Oh yeah, I want to get Megadeth, but I don't want to get any of the remasters because I know they suck. So I'm trying to
Hmm.
get at least a decent copy of one of the originals. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. So
I
I'm not
mean, the only reason eventually why I would, well, the only album I would eventually have to get a remaster for is P Cells, only to get the better conditioned liner notes, because the liner
true.
notes on my original water damaged,
True. The only one that I want to get to the original is Killing My Business. Business is good. The
and
original
that's
album
hard,
cover,
and
and
that's
that is
hard.
hard. That's one that I want to get. I don't want to get the remaster because that's with the alternative one, which I don't like. I want to get it with
Well,
the original.
the alternative covers better. It's just read the recording of the remaster
Exactly. But in
bad.
terms of like historical purposes, the original, I mean, to me, it's just
Artwork with the
the artwork.
plastic shit.
Yeah. And it
Yeah.
has stuff on these boots, which,
Hmm.
um, what else? I know
Um.
there's some other ones I'm trying to still find. Like, of course, Flores Throne, the original one. Of course, that was one of them that should take off the list.
Mhm.
Um, I'm
Yeah,
like,
I do need to get the remaining Blood Red Throne albums. I think the only albums left is like most of the 2000s
mhm.
catalog that I need.
Yeah. Let's see what else I'm trying to complete. I'm close in completing Death. I have everything from Scream Bloody Gore, um, Leprosy, Son of Perseverance, and
Human,
no, not Human. I don't have Human. The one after Leprosy.
Symbolic,
No, I don't have
oh,
Symbolic either.
Spiritual Healing.
Yeah, Spiritual Healing. So I need Symbolic,
So the first three
Human.
and the final album. So you need
Yeah,
Symbolic, Human, and Individual Thought Patterns,
yeah,
which
but
I did link you the cheap, good copy of
yeah,
the original of
yeah,
Individual.
yeah. I might have to get that eventually, but I'm not too worried about those. Those I can easily find them. I'm
Yeah.
not too worried.
But the other
I
big thing I've been trying to find is a cheap, good copy of Bolt Thrower's first album, In Battle There Is No Law. And that's
oh,
hard. I
that's
could get
hard.
Mercenary and Honor, Valor, Pride really at any time.
Yeah,
And then once I get those as well as In Battle, I'll have all the Bolt Thrower stuff.
yeah,
But I pretty much got the five best
yeah.
from, well, yeah, Realm of Chaos,
Chaos,
Remaster, Fourth
War
Crusade, For
Crusade.
Victory, and Those Once Loyal.
Hmm. Yeah, and that's not even to mention the albums that Scott is gonna send us. So I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I forgot actually what all he's sending.
I know. I think I remember only
I know
two albums.
Motorhead and Machine Head, I know, are two in there
I
for sure,
think
but I forget the
two
rest.
out of the albums that I know are gonna be Pink Floyd and what was the other one? Oh, Pantera and Pantera. I know those two. I can't remember the rest.
Oh, Far Beyond Driven, I think was
Yes,
the
Far
one.
Beyond Driven. Yeah, yeah. And for Pink Floyd, I think it was Wish You Were Here. If I remember correctly.
Mhm. Yeah,
The other
which I
ones I
already
can't.
got.
And I remember more. I remember some of the DVDs he's gonna send us. I know that for sure.
Yeah. Who's your most hated musician of all time?
Uh
Shit. How much
shit.
time do we have?
Oh god, if we want to go, okay. For the longest time, I hated Rick Ross with a passion for the obvious reasons he did. But let me tell you the story because some of the viewers might not know the story of what happened. So Rick Ross with some of the
Formerly of Death and Massacre, for those
Massacre.
who don't know.
Massacre was supposed to do a show in my hometown, and it was probably one of the biggest shows of the year before the pandemic hit. This was before the pandemic, so I got my ticket in advance, $20. Pretty good price. They were going to do a meeting group before the show of the day, so I was trying to find a Massacre CD, which I never found. I never found. I never could get.
Found.
I never found. I never could get it, but I was like, you know what? Maybe they might sell it during the show. So I was like, I'll take a shot in the dark. My friends were hyped about it. The entire scene in my hometown was like Massacre, one of the best death metal bands of the late not late 80s, early
Late 80s,
90s.
early 90s. Yeah.
So, it was a well hyped show. People from Monterrey were coming, people from San Antonio were coming. So it was a huge ass show. And then the last minute, they canceled it. Like, no reason why. And we were like, what the fuck? And of course, later the promoter told me it was because of, you know, issues with the band, which I was like, bullshit. I know it was Rick Ross.
Which,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hated
Which
him.
issues with massacres seems to be a common
I
thing.
know I hated him for the longest time. I kind of still hate him, but I respect him for what he did for the genre. And of course, I'm gonna see him in July for the Death Tribute show with the
The
original
Death to
some of
All
the original
show.
Death members. So I'm gonna probably bring some of my maybe one Death album. So they go. I might bring Leprosy because Rick Ross is in it. Who else is gonna be in the show? I think Terry Butler is gonna be in the show.
Yeah, for Terry Butler, you ought to bring Spiritual Healing since he actually did play on that. He didn't actually play on Leprosy. Chuck Nichols.
Man, I don't want to be also the guy. I mean, of course, I would like to meet him, talk for them for a bit, ask him about Chuck, even though they've been asked that a billion times. You know,
Probably.
probably so I don't want to bore them. Just probably sign something, or maybe I might bring something from obituary, or I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I say the best thing to bring for Obituary, I would get their last album from 2017 because
Yeah, that was
Terry was on
good.
there, and
Yeah,
that was a hell of an album. I still need to get that. There's
yeah,
actually a couple of Obituary albums I want to
yeah.
get, and that's that, World
Who?
Demise,
Uh-huh.
maybe Frozen in Time.
Who else? Axl Rose. I hated him for a long time after Chinese Democracy. I kind of after they came back with Slash and Duff McKagan, I was like, okay, I'll give him a pass. Rob Flynn. Yeah, I mean, I'll leave that to you, Levi.
My turn to answer this. So, Axl Rose, not really, and it's not even because of Chinese Democracy. It's because of
Oh,
reading and watching documentaries back, and really what tipped me off was what he done after James Hetfield nearly fucking died in a fire, and he goes on stage for what 40 minutes and then just leaves, causing
yeah.
Montreal of all places to riot.
This was what 90, 93,
92,
94,
92
92, 92. Oh yeah,
at the
92.
fucking stadium, no less.
Oh man, of
That
all
was such a
things, of all things,
such a dark day in
of
metals.
all things,
James nearly
Montreal.
dying and Axl Rose being a bitch, and Montreal goes ape shit.
Yep. It won't be the first time, and it won't be the last.
Nope. But yeah, Axl's up there. Varg,
Oh well,
he's up there.
yeah, he's kind of up there too. I mean,
Yeah, I
I
mean
mean,
he's bound to be after all the shit
I
he's
hate the
done.
guy for his ideology, but I respect him for
But
what
his
he did for the
music is
genre.
good. His music is all
Uh,
right. Although I'm not really a Burzum fan really at all,
no,
except the first album.
not even Hannah. And she's like the black metal expert of all of us. She's not even big into VAR. I think she only likes. I know she has Philosophem and
Philosophin,
maybe the
yeah.
first album and the EP Escape. That's about it.
Yeah. Some other ones that I do not like.
Gene,
Uh
Paul.
yeah, Gene Simmons. Paul Stanley is tolerable, but not by much.
Yeah.
Fuck Gene Simmons. Um,
um,
let's see.
of course, Rob.
I'm saving him for last.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I'm trying
trying
to
to think of
remember.
some others that I don't like.
I'm trying to go down the list for the worst albums because I can kind of more or less. I mean, of course. I mean, I don't know. Chris Barnes? No, I don't think so.
Barnes, he's just more of a comical thing at this
Yeah.
point. I
Uh,
will say I do hate him for the comments he made about like, oh, how death metal vocals suck now, and it's like, literally, I'm better than you, Barnes, at death metal vocals, and I'm not even that good.
yeah.
I mean, Barnes, you
Selling
were
all that
good at one
volcano
point in the '90s,
insurance.
but then after that, bleh.
Yeah.
uh,
That's when I'm not even bothering in getting any 6 feet under. I might just get the first album. That's it.
Haunted, because that's at least a good album.
After that, I'm not getting
After that,
anything,
no.
especially Graveyard Classic Volume 2. Fuck that to hell.
uh, I am trying to think of other ones that I dislike or hate.
Uh,
Uh,
no,
son of a
no,
bitch.
no, not him. I was gonna say Phil, but no, not him.
No, no.
Um, Kid
Phil
Rock.
had one fuck up and he's redeemed himself.
Mhm.
Kid
Kid,
Rock, I'm not even bothered with Kid Rock at this point. Fred Durst.
Um.
Fred
Oh
Durst.
yeah, Fred Durst. Yeah,
Such
especially
a
what
dick
happened
for
in
no reason.
yeah, especially when he gave the bird at SummerSlam.
Well, that was funny. That was funny.
Vince was like, "Fuck that shit! What the fuck, man?"
Uh, shit.
Um, what? Who else do you hate that I think of?
That
Uh,
who do you think I hate?
I'm trying to think. I mean, I kind of know you. I'm just trying to think. Knowing your history, knowing the time that I know you.
It's tough.
Hmm. It's tough because I'm trying to think bands, and I'm like, I mean, no, not them. No, not them. Trying to think of past fuck ups. Um, ain't got no clue. I get just Rob Flint's
Right.
the only one that's
I'm
popping in
not.
my head.
Yeah, I might as well go ahead and say Rob Flynn. Yeah, fuck Rob Flynn. I mean, Catharsis has poisoned Machine Head so much for me. It's like the only albums I'm gonna even bother getting from Machine Head. I already know I'm getting one from Scott, and that's their first one, Burn My Eyes, which is legitimately great.
Hmm.
The Blackening and Unto the Locust.
Yeah, I think I might just
Those are
skip
really
those.
like the only good ones. And then like well, Bloodstone and Diamonds, I reviewed it when it came out. It was good, but not amazing. And then you got that middle era when they went completely new metal with
Yeah,
Supercharger and Burning Red. It's like, fuck those albums. And then they hit rock bottom with the worst metal album, period, with Catharsis. Yeah, they
yeah,
got a new one coming up, but they've ruined.
yeah. I'm
Catharsis
not.
ruined Machine Head for
Yeah, I'm
me.
not even bothering and listening to it. I'm not even
I mean,
interested.
unless I somehow hear that, oh, it's probably their best album. Unless I hear that, I ain't
I
bothering.
don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think they can ever top Burn My Eyes or The Blackening or even Unto the Locust, anyways.
Hmm. Yeah,
Uh, I really think that's really all I can think of.
yeah.
I mean, I don't care for Ivan Moody from Five Finger Death
Oh
Punch, only
no.
because it's just like Five Finger Death Punch in general. It's like their first two albums are good. There's some enjoyable stuff, but then after that, what the fuck happened?
I think with me with Five Finger Death Punch after the Righteous albums, I just zoned out. After that, I'm just like,
Yeah.
zip.
And then that song Boots and Blood. I regret listening to that song.
Oh
It's so
no,
terrible.
bro, metal.
Yeah. And it's like I get like Five Finger Death Punch pro military, which I understand, but it comes off as if it's coming from an 8-year-old. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
yeah.
on. Oh, actually, Euronymous? Yeah, probably
Uh,
Euronymous would be up
yeah,
there.
but in
Just
terms
because
of,
he's such a hypocrite. He
it
was
was a
such a
hypocrite.
hypocrite.
It was a hypocrite. The fact that he said he hated death metal when he was
Yet he was
inspired.
into it when Mayhem started.
I mean, Death Crush. Hello, that's more death metal than black metal. Just saying.
Just black metal vocals and maybe some riffs, but other than that, it's more like death metal and
And
even
and
grind
didn't
at
didn't he
times.
sign a death metal band to his label?
Merciless. They're the first band, the first album ever released on Death Like Silence. Merciless The Awakening, which is death thrash.
Which I need to get also eventually.
It's a
It's
great
not that
album. It's
yeah,
amazing.
it's not that hard to find, so that's a good thing.
Nah, it's pretty easy to get.
Yeah. Um Now you should ask us who do we love? That's a big ass list.
Oh God, that
Oh
there would that
god.
we would be on here all night. Fucking
For
somebody
sure.
asked
Look,
that.
for sure. If someone were to ask, of course, Nurgle has gained more of my respect after seeing Behemoth live. My God, that was an amazing show.
I only know of Ivan Movie because he was part of Motorgrader and they had a song on NASCAR Thunder before. Yeah,
Yeah,
Motorgrader is a good project, and that song in the
Yeah,
game was a great
yeah.
song.
I
If
remember
only
seeing
it stuck
Motor.
with that, I'd like Ivan Moody
I
more.
remember seeing Motor Grader live back in 2018. Of course, Ivan Woody wasn't in the band, but still an amazing show.
Hmm.
Um,
Like experimental new metal almost,
yeah.
which is bizarre, but it works.
Hmm.
It's not like
Uh,
typical new metal. They actually are
yeah.
willing to try different things.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, but
but yeah.
that behemoth show was something else. I mean, after the longest time, I wanted to see Behemoth because I missed my opportunity when they were doing their Love You Your Darkest show. They came in with At the Gates and Wolves of the Throne Room. They were in San Antonio, and I didn't get tickets, so I kind of missed my opportunity. And I was waiting, hoping for them to tour again. Of course, the pandemic hit. Of course, those bands were on hold. And then when they released the announcement they were gonna tour with Arch Enemy, Napalm Death, and onto others, I was like, "Fuck it!" I went and got tickets right away. It was the
Mm,
second day of the tour, and we still didn't know if it's gonna be a co-line. It was a co-headlining tour, which it was, because
with Arch Enemy.
the previous night before it was in Arizona. Behemoth closed, and I was thinking, are they gonna go back and forth? And it turns out it did, because after Napalm ended, they started getting ready
Mhm.
for Behemoth. I was like, oh shit, Behemoth's coming up next. I thought we were gonna see
And
Behemoth
then
till the
Arch
end.
Enemy last. Yeah.
Yeah, which by the time Behemoth ended, a lot of people kind of left. You know,
Yeah.
which look, I'm not the biggest Arch Enemy fan, but after seeing their performance
More
live,
the more recent
I
stuff.
well, the more reasons. But after seeing their performance live, I respect them more. Cause my God, Alisa's growls, holy fucking my gosh, she's fucking gorgeous live.
Hmm.
And not
Doyle
to
from
me,
Misfits, you lucky motherfucker.
you lucky bastard. And to the fact, wait a minute,
You gotta go grab a prop as well. Uh,
I brought this before in my rare album collection. You know, I was able to snatch one of these, signed by the
mhm.
entire band. And then during the show, I was lucky enough to get a pick from Sean from Napalm Death and Michael Amat from Arch Enemy. So I was like, yes, you know.
Well, Jasmine has a question specifically for you. This is not for me because,
Oh, okay. Favorite con.
real quick, there is a possibility, Ricky. September, if I get the opportunity to go, I might be going to the Louder Than Life Festival in Louisville
Who's
in
playing
September.
or who's in on the bill?
I mean, I actually been needing to look at that whole thing. It's mostly like mainstream
Is
bands, but there
it
are
like
some.
a 1 day, 2 day festival, or how
It's
is it?
actually a 4 day,
Holy
Thursday, Friday,
shit!
Saturday, and Sunday.
Holy shit! Is it like just pure metal, or is it a mixture of genres?
It's mostly like hard rock and like mainstream
Like
metal, but there are
almost
some big bands.
like 80s
So
bands, more or less festival, like a
no,
glam
it's
band.
like it's all over the place. Like
Okay,
Thursday's bill, like the most notable bands on this bill is Apocalyptica, Spirit Box, Ministry, Tenacious D,
ooh,
Hailstorm, and then the three headliners, Bring Me the Horizon, Evanescence, and Nine Inch Nails.
not the biggest Bring Me the Horizon fan.
Me
Evanescence,
neither. I
okay.
mean,
Nine Inch
the only bands I would see on this day would be Apocalyptica, Tenacious D, Hailstorm, Evanescence, and Nine Inch Nails.
and Ministry. I mean, Hannah has a Ministry live.
As long as Al Jorgensen ain't a fucking moron.
Yeah. So that's what Thursday. And what for Friday?
So Friday notable bands we got for Friday on this bill, we got Helmet, Baroness, In Flames, Guar, Clutch, Meshuggah, In This Moment, Mastodon, and then the three headliners, Shinedown, Lamb of God, and Slipknot.
Shinedown live was amazing. Slipknot, dude. I for the longest
I
time
would
I've
definitely
been
see like on on the Friday. Yeah, I would probably see all three headliners:
Mastodon for
Mastodon,
sure.
Meshuggah, Guar, Clutch, and maybe Helmet. In Flames, if they were playing
No,
old stuff, I would see In
I
Flames,
mean,
but Helmet, I'd be
I'll
curious to
tell you
watch.
this from the videos I've seen. If you're gonna see War, make sure to bring some spare clothes, because but depending if you're
Yeah.
front row,
Hmm. Well, I'd be
and
probably out in the middle, probably, if I were
yeah,
to
yeah.
guess,
But I
if
mean,
I
you,
get to go.
yeah, I mean, but if you're lucky enough, try to squeeze yourself into the front row if you can. I mean, I don't know how big this um place is. Is it like arena or open field?
It's an open field, so.
Louisville, Kentucky. Motherfucker.
But anyways, and then the Saturday on the bill, we got for notable bands, we got Nita Strauss, Airborne, Seven Dust, Body
Ooh.
Count, Jerry Cantrell, Chevelle, and then the three headliners. It's all shock rock. Kiss, Alice Cooper, Rob Zombie.
Ooh, no,
I would definitely see all three of them. I would
that's a
also see Cantrell, Body Count, and probably Airborne.
that's a great bill. Not gonna lie, that's actually the three headliners. They're amazing. Alice Cooper,
And
Rob
then,
Zombie,
yep,
and what was the other one?
and Kiss.
And Kiss.
I
Sure,
mean,
Kiss.
I would have to go see Kiss just to see
Yeah,
how great the
yeah,
stage
yeah.
presentation
And
is.
then the fourth day,
And then the final day. Now this one's mostly alternative, but there's some notable ones on here. Like there's one hip hop artist, Action Bronson, on this bill. So it's but the notable bands you got Bad Religion, Pretty Reckless, Architects, Papa Roach, but the three headliners, Incubus, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and the number one band, if I get to go, that I want to go see, Alice in Chains.
ooh,
So out of all 4 days, the top five bands I want to see the most on this whole thing: Alice
Alice
in
in
Chains,
Chains.
Mastodon, Slipknot, Lamb of God, and probably Alice Cooper.
Yeah. Is it like I know it's open field, but are you able to camp in the open field
I
or
don't know. Well, so how this all came about, my cousin, he was going to go with a few of his friends, but one of his friends backed out, so they got a spare ticket, and he wants me to go. But
yeah,
of
yeah.
course, with my folks, they wouldn't let me ride with him because my cousin has had a history with problems. But
Mhm.
but if I get to go and I ride down there, then I'm already said all I got
Dude,
to do is just pay $175, and that's just for all 4 days,
dude,
which
that's
is
a
really
steal.
good.
That's a steal.
Yeah.
$200 for like 10 plus bands.
Hmm.
That's a
Yeah,
great deal.
and I'll probably spend a shit ton of money on merch
You would,
and stuff.
I would,
I'd probably go
I,
broke.
I'd suggest you to bring some stuff in case you
I
meet
will.
some of them because it's a festival.
Yeah.
There's a chance you might meet some of them. Don't be try to keep it coolness. Like hello,
Oh,
nice to meet
I've
you.
already had that whenever I met race car driver Robbie Gordon. It was perfect. So I
Yeah.
already know. I already got my shit down.
But back to the question.
But to
Favorite
you,
concerts. The Behemoth one was great. Our Iron Maiden, probably my favorite because it's Iron fucking Maiden. Seeing them live for the first time after being a fan for close to, you know, I was like 8 when I discovered them. So I saw them back in 2019. So close to maybe 10 years, 15 years. I'll finally want to see them. That was a huge show. Um, what else? Marilyn Manson was great. That was the first show I went out of town to San Antonio. That's gonna be memorable. Of course, Cradle of Filth. That was another one. I
mhm.
got to meet some of the band members, except for Danny Filth, which, that was the main reason. But I got to meet almost everybody else. Um, what else? What else? I'm trying to think of my concert tickets right here. Uh, let's see. Mm, I think those are it. In terms of worst shows, probably POD. Even though POD was great, I think the singer kind of lost his voice mid show. You
Yeah.
know, so it kind of sucked, but he still continued on with the show. Um,
Take note, Axl Rose.
yeah, he tried his best, but he was able to perform it. And
Mhm.
he even said it during the concert. I'm sorry, guys, my voice is cracking up. If you want, we can reschedule. But the fans were like, no, no, keep singing,
We
keep
understand. Just
singing.
keep going. Keep
Yeah,
going.
it's we're like, and he said, "Do you guys want me to continue singing?" And they were like, "Yeah, yeah." So I give him kudos for that, for trying to
Yeah,
push.
total respect for
So I
for
respect.
continuing despite
Yeah,
circumstance. Yeah.
yeah. I understand.
And I like POD a little bit here and there when
Yeah.
I'm in the
I
mood.
need to get that album, the most
That first
infamous one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. What else? Uh. I mean, I've seen so many bands. I've seen Almond. I met the guys in Almond. Um, Orgy. I met the guys in Orgy also. Um, Raven Black. I met them before. Justin Furstenfeld from Blue October. I met him. I got my concert signed, ticket cut signed. Who else have I met? Um, that's about it in terms of uh
Like major shows, yeah.
Michael Graves. Michael Graves. I've seen him twice. Amazing show. I've seen him twice. Met the guy twice. Great guy. I have
Mm.
some concert poster signed and a set list signed. Um, what else do I have here? That's about it. I mean, there's some some local shows I've been to. I mean, the Shinedown show was really good. Even though I'm not the biggest Shinedown fan, I was like, let me see them at least once, and they blew up the show, and I actually got to get one of their picks, Zach's pick. I have it right there on my wall, framed. Um, that's about it. I mean, I've seen the Cold, I've seen Bush with um Stone Temple Pilots when they did that massive collage tour back in 2018. That was a great show. In this moment, I've seen in this moment, great live. So now, in terms of regrets, I regret not seeing Judas Priest. So the thing with Judas Priest was this was back in 2014. I told my parents in advance if they could buy me the ticket. It was a week before my 18th birthday. And I told them, would you please buy me the ticket to see Priest live? I mean, they were like $20. They were cheap as hell. I was like, please buy me the ticket. It would be a perfect, 18th
Perfect
birthday present.
present.
Nope, they didn't buy it, and which fucking sucked. Even
Mm.
though Priests are gonna tour this year and they have 2 dates in San Antonio, which I'm thinking of
Finally
going.
doing it, yeah.
I'm thinking. Also, Breaking Benjamin. I regret not go seeing Breaking Benjamin. In
Mhm.
terms of upcoming concerts, Ramstein. That's the biggest one of the year. I've been wanting to see them for the past 2 years. Ever since I bought the ticket, but they kind of been postponing it
Uh-huh.
for the pandemic. Ville Valo is coming next year, San Antonio, so I already got that ticket saved up. Of course, Left to Die, late in July. That's about it. That's about it in
I
terms
mean,
of
for me,
concerts.
I mean, of course, never been to a show, but if there was one show I wish I could have went to that I heard about 5 years ago in Cincinnati, Metallica, Avenged Sevenfold, and Gojira.
That
That
was
would have been a
that
hell of a show to see my
that
2 favorite
yeah,
bands and a hell of a band in Gojira.
yeah. I mean, even though
But it was at the stadiums,
yeah,
or it
it
might
was
have been the
no,
arena. Never mind, it
no.
was
I
the
think it was
arena.
the stadium because they've been doing lately stadium shows. But
Well,
in
I don't
terms
think it was stadium. I don't think anybody's ever played Paul Brown Stadium. I think it was
but
the US Bank Arena, which I've
but
been
in
to several
terms of
times.
Metallica, we know they're gonna release something eventually. That there've been kind of
Probably
rumors,
next year, latest early
maybe.
2024.
So most
Probably.
probably they might be start touring again. So Levi, if they would come close to your neck of the
I want
woods,
to go so
no
bad.
matter no matter what you gotta do, either you gotta kiss ass, hitchhike, do it, man, do it. It'll be an experience you'll never forget.
Yeah. But Ace, to answer yours, yes, we'll do some album versus albums. So
Oh
bring them all on.
God.
Let's torture this guy like I got tortured.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ.
So
I do regret not buying the Jesus shirt from Cradle of Filth. I do regret not buying it, even though I was like iffy about it. I mean, I wasn't gonna wear it, but just to have it there,
just to have, yeah,
Yeah,
just as a novelty.
yeah. I regret not buying it, but maybe if I see them again, I might buy it again.
Yeah. Oh, and right off the bat, Ace. Left Hand Path or Mental Funeral. Damn.
Oh,
I love both of those albums
yeah.
almost equally.
I mean, if it was Severe Survival versus Left Hand Path, Autopsy would have had a bigger chance, but I'm gonna go Left Hand Path. I mean, I know you're gonna go Left Hand Path, Levi. I know you're gonna go left hand
I
path.
mean, Mental Funeral. I've listened to that album so many times.
Yeah,
Like I
but
have such a huge attachment to
yeah,
Mental
but
Funeral.
it's left hand
Left
path.
Hand Path. I'd
It's
have to
left
go
hand
Left Hand
path.
Path just because objectively the third greatest death metal album of all time,
Yeah.
right behind Altars of Madness and Leprosy.
Well, Scream Bloody Gore, but that's a different story.
But yeah, I mean, it has to go Left Hand Path. And even if it was Severed Survival, I still would have went with Left
Yeah,
Hand
like I
Path.
said, it was Severe Survival
But yeah,
versus Left
it would
Hand
have had a
Path.
better shot
They would
for
have had a
you,
better
but Left
shot,
Hand
but
Path
I
is
still would have gone
still.
Left Hand Path.
I mean, Left Hand Path created Swedish
Yeah,
death metal.
yeah. I mean, it's the thing that's close to 30 plus years.
32 years old, it is,
Yeah,
which is fucking insane.
yeah.
Which
I mean,
actually, speaking of classic Swedish death, grabbing shit.
man, you're running out of room there.
I still got most of the fifth highest shelf, and I still got 4 empty ones left.
I mean, I still have a shitload of room, so
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah, I
why.
do think eventually I'm gonna have to get a second shelf like that. But anyway, speaking of Swedish death, I have all of the classic debuts from the Big Five. Well, technically 4, but an extra one because it had members from other bands. But yeah, Carnage, Dark Recollections, pretty much everybody from Dismember, but also Michael Amott before he was in Carcass. Finally got this bad boy, Dismember like an ever-flowing stream. And I mean, that back cover image, all covered in blood and with the cross.
I'm just imagining the amount of collectibles that should have had back in the day.
Of course, the granddaddy. An underrated one, Grave into the Grave. And then Unleashed with Where No Life Dwells and The Laughter Has Died EP. Together in one.
Yeah.
So yeah, all 5 classics. Then we got another interesting one. Razor Violent Restitution or Violence Eternal Nightmare.
Ooh.
That's hard because that Razor album's great, but I'm gonna go Violence. If
Yeah,
it was Evil
Invaders,
I probably would have Evil Invaders.
If it was Evil Invaders, I would have gone with Razor, but I'm gonna go with Violence, Eternal Nightmare.
And also that album, Eternal Nightmare, is quintessential Bay Area thrash. Whether you're a fan of Sean Killian's vocals, and also Rob Flynn before Machine Head.
Mm-hmm. I always forget that he was in Violence. I always
and
forget.
in Forbidden, and he was in Forbidden before joining Violence. Hell, there was some songs on the first Forbidden album, Forbidden Evil, that he actually co-wrote.
Oh,
so Rob was a hell of a guitarist back then. Before he went down the rabbit holes.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Oh yeah. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
That should be a song. How the mighty have fallen.
Maybe that's already been written. I just don't know who to.
Maybe. But
who knows?
Who knows?
But anyways, while we wait for more of those questions, so yeah, update on what all is coming down the pike for my next CD collection update, not including the stuff Scott's sending. But yeah, currently I'm only, like I said, 1 album away from getting all of Cannibal Corpse. I ordered Wretched Spawn, Evisceration Plague, Torture. I got a Skeletal Domain today. So like I said, the only one missing is Gallery of Suicide.
You should get the documentary.
I already got it.
Oh, you already have it. Oh.
Yeah, in fact.
There it is. I need to get it.
Yeah, I've had this for 9 years, and it still plays excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, and we got our special run-in. It's Nick.
Hey.
Yeah, decided to pop in and say hi for a little bit. Like I said, my hearing's kind of fucked in this ear right now because blew my nose too hard. Don't get COVID. Sucks.
I've been there. Trust me. I've been
I
there.
can't help but feel like I may have gotten COVID, but it wasn't so bad. It was
Honestly,
just mainly my nose plug.
I mean,
another one of my friends, she got it, and her only symptom was just a runny nose and congestion. And
it all depends. It all depends on each individual. Trust me, I
Yep.
have no idea the amount of people that we had at work that they're like, need you get some get COVID test, which I'm like, you need to make an appointment. First of all, you don't need to come in here sick and contaminate everybody else. Go back in the line,
Right.
make yourself an appointment, go to the drive-through, and then do.
Get back in line.
yeah, I've been back to wearing a mask anytime I go out briefly and just shuffling past people. Like, yeah, don't touch
Yeah.
me, don't talk to me.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, I'm on the tail end of it. Like, I'm reasonably sure
I am too.
I'm not like super contagious at this point, but I'm not going out of my way to like socialize with large groups. Like, I know
Oh,
John was probably fucking patient zero in terms of this batch because he had pretty much the same symptoms I did. He was like, man, fuck, did I really get COVID again? It's like, I don't know, man, because I got it and my mom got it, but she might have got it maybe before me, so she might have got it someplace else. So she might have been patient zero there, but I was around you and I got it. So
yeah.
yeah, I
mean,
think you had it.
I mean, it's a bitch, but
That's why I got all the fucking needle jabs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to imagine what this would have been like without it because it sucked.
Have you ever
Nice.
seen them? Have you all seen the movie Contagion?
Wait, was that the one with the? Was it Gwyneth Paltrow dies real early on in the movie?
Yeah,
And,
that's the one. Yeah, it's
Matt
scary.
Damon.
It's scary to think how that movie goes. Is exactly how the pandemic happened.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It's
but you
scary
know,
to think.
we don't
And
pay
then-
attention to shit like
And
that.
that movie
Unfortunately,
came out back in 2011. I remember I showed that to my mom, and she was horrified that everything that was happening in the movie was exactly happening in real life. So
Yeah.
it was like,
I mean, when you can figure out how the general population reacts to stuff, like how certain groups are going to react to certain things, you can almost predict the behavior. And,
Yeah.
you know, like all it takes is like kind of a personality profile. And I know a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's going to react this way. This one's going to react this way.
mhm,
Occasionally I'm surprised. Most of the time I'm not. We're kind of predictable creatures.
yeah.
Yeah. But since Ace here, Ace Cannon's been suggesting album versus albums, oh God, we got a hell of a doozy for this. And Ace, I fucking hate you for this. Prototype demo from Celtic Frost or Limp Bizkit Chocolate Starfish.
Give up on music forever.
Oh God. Can I use with option C?
I mean, all right. I'm gonna go with Chocolate Starfish just because there are no expectations there. But Prototype,
So,
I mean, I have
I mean,
expectations when it comes down to Tom
either-
Warrior.
It's either new metal that sucks or
Or industrial metal that
or
sucks.
industrial metal that sucks. So which one sucks more less? That's the question.
There was a legacy actually tainted though with Prototype. There was no legacy tainted with Chocolate Starfish. That was
No.
as stupid as we fucking knew it was gonna be.
I wonder if that ever got released by somebody like out there bootleg.
Probably been bootlegged.
Oh, it's probably boot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick it up. I've heard it on YouTube
Nah.
just because
No,
someone
me
said,
neither.
"Oh, you got to jam it,"
Me neither.
because we were doing the Celtic Frost ranking.
Unless you're like a huge Celtic Frost fan, you know.
Still,
Skip it.
no.
I mean, I'm not crazy
Skip
to
it.
have. To
I mean,
own-
I'll
I mean,
go.
I'm
say-
not crazy. I mean,
Oh,
I like Celtic Frost, but I'm not crazy enough to have it called like a number 2 for God's sake.
No, like honestly, I would listen to fucking Cold Lake over listening to Prototype.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
that bad. Like
honestly,
Prototype's
yeah.
just cringy.
But in terms of the question, I'll go Chocolate Starfish because at least has okay songs. I guess.
I mean, I'm only going Chocolate Starfish just because I still like Roland, even though it's
Oh,
total
yeah.
Stockholm
Who-
syndrome
who
from
the
wrestling.
Fuck
but
doesn't
still.
like Roland. Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
I know.
Annoyingly catchy. It's annoyingly catchy, I know, but it's like, I gotten used to it because I'm a big Undertaker fan.
Yeah.
Shut up, Duck. Anyways, now on to something actually kind of difficult.
What's up, Brian?
New Order or Taking Over?
Ooh.
New Order. I love Taking Over. It's a great fucking album, but it's New Order. That's like one of my favorite fucking Testament albums. One of my favorite thrash metal albums. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was, if it was Years of Decay up against New Order, I probably would have gone Years of Decay.
Or what
but
if it was?
I'm gonna go New
Or
Order.
how about Years of Decay or The Legacy?
I would go with the Legacy.
Probably go with the Legacy. Like, I love Overkill, but I'm a huge Testament fan.
Man,
Me too.
I don't know.
Me too.
I don't know. I love both Legacy and Years of Decay. But
by hair, it would be Legacy.
By a hair, I would go probably Years of Decay, to be honest.
Whereas on this, I would go New Order over Taking Over, even though I love Taking Over so much. And yeah, what's up, Brian?
Yeah, but
damn, this was a good one, that matchup.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah,
but ones I missed here.
Both Prototype and Chuck's.
Oh yeah, no, that's agreed. Yeah. Oh, honestly, I'd probably go Violent Restitution. I fucking love that album. That is one of the most full throttle fucking thrash albums out there. You know, Eternal Nightmare is great. I'm just not the biggest fan of the vocals.
Sean's vocals.
Yeah, Sean's vocals are, I don't know, they're just strange, but fucking music itself fucking rips.
Yeah, because Sean has that delivery. It's weird delivery,
but it's all yelped. It's so fucking like, oh, okay, you're excited. That's good.
Okay, we got it.
Okay then.
And I love Autopsy, but it's Left Hand Path.
Yeah.
I mean, of course.
Oh God, and now Ace just dropped maybe the most difficult one for me yet.
I gotta go Terrorizer.
Oh God.
I love Harmony Corruption. It's like the lone death metal album, like purely death metal in Napalm's entire discography. It's got some great fucking songs. But
I'm gonna go with Terrorizer too.
Yeah, that's like legit one of the most like perfect death grind albums.
If it was Scum versus World Downfall,
I'd probably still take World Downfall, but
yeah, I would still go World Downfall.
Or if it was, then again,
if it was Utopia Banished versus World Downfall, that would be way more difficult. I might actually give the edge to Utopia Banished.
I mean, when we did the Grindcore episode, didn't we have like a battle between Scum, World Downfall and
Horrified?
Yeah.
Horrified's such a fun fucking album. Like, that album gives no fucks. I love it.
I mean, it had to really go to rock, paper, scissors, shoot to decide.
We literally had to do that.
The drummer had it in for his fucking kit on Repulsion. Like, he's like, I don't even like this kit. I'm gonna fucking hurt it.
Yeah.
Leave it in a ditch by the highway.
Oh man, you guys going Terrorizer? I guess I'm gonna be on the island. I'm gonna go Napalm, only just because I've had such a bigger attachment to that. I listened to that album almost nonstop in high school. I didn't get into World Downfall till a little bit later. And I love it almost as equal.
When Napalm played Stuff for the Children, oh my God, the place went crazy.
Oh, dude.
And just when I thought it couldn't get more difficult.
Altars. Enough said. Moving on. Move on.
The answer is yes.
Yes, the answer is yes.
God.
We see.
I mean, honestly, all right.
My favorite Obituary versus my favorite Morbid Angels.
Me too.
It's not my favorite of either, but those are like top 3 albums for each. Like, maybe probably top 2.
Altars of Madness.
Maybe Altars by a little bit. Man, I love Cause of Death, though.
Me too. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Ace, you are a motherfucker. son of a bitch.
If he starts dropping Death Doom albums,
You're gonna struggle. You are gonna struggle.
I mean, Ace, I'm daring you right now. Daring you to drop Death Doom albums. I'm daring you right now, mister. I'm daring you.
Oh, you hear that, Ace? He's daring you. Are you gonna go for it? But while we wait, so as I was gonna say before Nick hopped in, so as far as like what I got coming up, as far as CDs, yeah, basically I've got every Cannibal Corpse ordered except for Gallery of Suicide because I want to try and get the uncensored cover. I mean, the censored cover looks great too.
The
But,
original.
Oh yeah.
but yeah, but I might end up having to bite the bullet and just get the alternate cover eventually if I can't after a little while.
Have you
But
checked?
also,
Have you checked?
yeah, I've
Metal
checked
Detector?
Discogs.
No, have you checked Metal Detector?
Metal Detector.
Oh,
It's
shit.
spelled with a K. DETEKTOR. It's literally a search engine for like a ton of different.
Oh yeah, I've been through all that. Well, I haven't looked recently. I might end up.
I mean,
checking that out eventually.
They occasionally show if they have like used stuff on there too. But yeah, and that one, I luckily I got that one. Well, not in the '90s, but like the early 2000s. So mine is the uncensored cover.
I regret not buying the censored cover for the latest album. I seen it
Oh
again.
yeah.
I regret it. I was gonna pre-order it, but I was like, I'll wait. Now it's like,
And then
you know,
yeah,
I mean, they might re-release it. I hope.
maybe. But yeah, so I got all those. So yeah, I got a Skeletal Domain today. So I'm still waiting on Wretched Spawn, Evisceration Plague, and Torture to arrive. Torture for some reason was the biggest pain in the ass. Like I bought it from a shop on Discogs. I bought it on Discogs, and then they messaged me back saying, "Oh, we forgot to take that off the list because it was sold already." What? And then I bought it. Then I got a refund for that. I buy it a second time. Same thing happened. I'm like, I can't catch a break with getting tortured. Luckily, this third time. Yeah. Luckily, this third time it was available. So I'm like, oh, thank God.
It's a damn good album.
So I got those coming. I also got. I decided to buy the 2-disc edition of Black Sabbath 13 with the bonus tracks.
I have that one.
Yeah, and finally, Ozzy Ultimate Sin to complete what I think is the best run of Ozzy's solo stuff from Blizzard through No More Tears.
Yeah, I got Ultimate Sin was one of the last ones I picked up because I was always kind of on the fence about that album, and honestly, it's a pretty good album.
It's good.
It's a good album.
It's not the best. Like, I mean,
nah.
You know,
it'd be like middle of the pack as far as Ozzy solo.
He wrote catchy songs. They were a little bit poppier, but you know they were catchy. I mean, I know a lot of people are bitching about the new song by Ozzy. It's poppy. Is like, guess what? It sounds like
I liked it. I
thought it was.
I haven't checked it out
good. I thought
it sounds like. I mean, I don't like the fuzzy guitar. Really, the fuzzy guitar feels kind of odd, especially
weird
with the polished production. But
you can't deny Ozzy can write some catchy
oh yeah.
songs.
Well, I mean, I think he's got a lot of songwriters, to be honest.
But, I know.
But I mean, no, it's still. I think it's still a good song. It's just, you know, people bitching that it's poppy. Is like, dude, Ozzy's been poppy for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
You know, let's just be honest. Like, no, he's a Prince of Darkness. Like, so he writes such catchy tunes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's evil like Ghost is evil. Let's be honest. Okay. we love Ozzy. I love Ozzy, but he's evil like Ghost is evil.
You know, and the thing I got from this song was that he's kind of like, you know, he's kind of embracing it.
Yeah.
You know, he knows his time is coming up, so why not go out with a bang?
I mean, he pretty much embraced it on the last one too. Like that was a very dark, self-reflecting album.
I thought the last one was going to be the final Ozzy album. I even said it when we did Demo to the Year of that year. And this is the last Ozzy album, I'll be okay with it. But with this, I'll give it a listen. I might buy it because it's Ozzy, you know.
I mean, I own everything else. Why not? No. I even own
Yeah.
Scream, and I don't even like that album.
Or Osmosis.
I don't think Ozzy has bad albums. Has
Not
okay
like
albums.
terrible, but just like run of the mill.
Yeah.
There's definitely weaker ones in there,
But
but
you
I
can
mean,
still
there's definitely
enjoy them. They got some great songs.
Yeah, to different merits.
Yeah.
Hell, I was even thinking about getting the Ozman Cometh only for one reason, and that's the song Back on Earth.
I have that.
I love that
and
song.
it was for that reason.
Yeah.
That song is great.
Yeah, and the music video is cool too.
Yeah. And of course the album's gonna come out September 9. And I already have
And
to say
September's a huge fucking month. You got Megadeth, Ozzy, Behemoth. Good God.
Well, I mean, Megadeth was supposed to be what, June, then July.
Yeah.
Now it's September.
But hey, there's a track out and it fucking whoops ass.
And it's a good song.
Yeah, it's a great song. Yeah.
I actually, bit of a hot take, I actually like that song more than the majority of Dystopia.
Honestly, I even told Joe Shreds, like, dude, that's legit heavier and more biting than anything that was on Dystopia. And I like Dystopia.
Yeah.
It was a good album.
Yeah.
But this actually, like, just the way the vocal cadence is and how that thrashy fucking gallop is, it sounds like Good Morning Black Friday.
Kinda, yeah.
If you listen to it, just how the riff kind of carries and how his vocal cadence is, like, dude, that really sounds like
a deeper Good Morning Black Friday, yeah.
And vocally, I have to say, he sounds a bit better on that one. I mean, see how that translates live, because when I saw him,
yeah,
oh man. And I mean, I've seen some recent live footage where he does sound better, and I give him a break. He was recovering from like throat cancer, but I mean, his vocals have been going for a while.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, so yeah, I got the Ultimate Sin comment. And Nick, I know you love me for this one. I finally found a cheap, good copy of Entombed Uprising. I'm still trying to look for Morningstar. That's the one last phenomenal Entombed album I'm trying to look for to add to the collection.
That one I got a while ago. I mean, shit, those might be hard to find. I don't know if they ever reprinted it off of it was on 3-Man and Earache, I think.
Yeah. In terms of me, I'm expecting one album in the mail, which is Morning Benevolence, The Sullen Suckers, and the Behemoth album. That's all I'm expecting right now. Which I am.
Actually, Ricky, now that Nick's here, won't you show him what I got you as a surprise?
Oh yeah, this was a surprise. So I'm happy that this motherfucker got me the album, because I was trying to look at it for quite a long time. Dolores Rome.
Oh fuck. Dude, I still want to have that one. I'm still looking for that one. Yeah, that's a fucking...
Actually,
wait. Send him the link. Send him the link.
I gotta send you this. So, I found it cheap, brand new from a friend of mine on Instagram who sells CDs from his collection, and he had 6 brand new copies of that album, and so far 2 have been sold. I think there's 4 left. Let me find.
I'll definitely hit him up.
Oh yeah, definitely hit him up, because man, it's so worth it. And it's lucky it was only $14, brand freaking new, where I had to pay mine from Netherlands for 20.
Yeah, that took a while.
Yeah, that's the only one I'm missing in Blood Red Throne's discography. I mean, I've jammed it enough times on YouTube. I was like, fuck, I gotta find this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll check out that link later for damn sure.
Yeah, you'll have to message him about it, and he'll send you an invoice and stuff.
Yeah, but
we got a couple. Yeah, and I also to finish up on mine, I also got coming Asphyx on the Wings of Inferno to finally complete the Asphyx collection. Bloodbath, Grand Morbid Funeral, and then after that I'm only missing Breeding Death and Era of Satan is Drawn, and I'll have everything Bloodbath. And Morgoth's Resurrection Absurd Eternal Fall compilation with their EPs.
I have that one.
And then for the last 3 ones, I got Creator, Hordes of Chaos, Slipknot Volume 3 because it was super cheap, and Black Crown Initiate Selves We Cannot Forgive.
I've been jamming the new Creator album so much. I loved it.
It's okay.
I still need to
good album. It's just I don't like this gear they're in where everything has to be like a big epic, this is an anthem song where I'm just gonna shout the chorus nonstop. It's like, dude, just vary it up a little bit. Like, just switch around the pacing. Like, give me some more thrashy songs that I would 100% associate with Creator.
I mean, I'm slowly buying the Creator discography. I have Hate Over Atlas.
Well, minus a few.
Of course, Gods of Violence, Violent Revolution, and Coma of Souls. So I'm missing everything from Endless
Pain through Extreme Aggression.
Extreme Aggression.
And then I need the 2 albums. Good. I need the 2 albums in between Hordes of Chaos and what's the other one?
After Hordes of Chaos was
Enemy of God.
Enemy of God.
Enemy of Christ.
Enemy of God. Enemy of God's
I'm still trying to look for Enemy of God.
So I need those.
Violent Revolution's really good. It's almost kind of more of a mellow death album, but it's like a fast one. It's very aggressive.
If I were to, of course, Phantom Antichrist, I have also Phantom Antichrist.
But yeah, like Extreme Aggression, Terrible Certainty, of course, Pleasure to Kill, Endless Pain, like those are pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice delivery there. Mm-hmm. Oh, Ace, you're back with a couple more doozies. Defenders of the Faith or Power Slave?
Motherfucker.
I'd go Power Slave on that.
I'd probably still go Power
Although
Slave.
Defenders is great, but
I'm gonna go with
Defenders is great. Power Slave's my favorite Iron Maiden album. Defenders of the Faith it's up there.
Yeah,
but it's not my favorite Judas Priest album.
I'm going to Defenders because that's my favorite Priest album.
I like. I can't say. I'm not gonna say which one is my favorite. That'll ruin a ranking in the future. You can't do that.
I still need to do my Priest ranking. I've been trying to do that for a couple of months, but somehow it kept going back and forth.
It's tough. It is tough.
Yeah. Right. I mean, when we did Sabbath, that was hard. Imagine doing Maiden or Priest.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, we still get comments on Maiden. Actually, there's still a lot of people that say, "Holy shit, man, Tommy's fart."
Arise.
It's Arise.
It's Arise.
It's Arise. That's what I love. Again, Overkill. I love Arise. Is one of the most important albums for me.
That's my favorite Sepultura album.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Arise. Yeah, Arise.
It's damn near perfect.
Mm-hmm. I'll actually go out and say I'd say it is perfect.
It's
for me at least.
I mean, between that and Beneath the Remains, like
it's so
flawless aggression.
Yeah, just oh man, but yeah, Years of Decay. I love that one so much though, and but so in terms of like future discography rankings coming up, I know that the guys over at Thralls, you got Pantera on the docket next.
Yep. We got to figure out. Well, I'm trying to figure out like when we want to get that one done, because I mean, honestly, all I have to do is listen to the early stuff, because I know I know
like Cowboys
and on,
Reinventing.
like those albums are ingrained in my fucking DNA. But the earlier stuff,
the first four,
I want to get more familiar. And then after that will be Mastodon. And that'll be, I mean, I kind of have it ranked down my head, but it's going to be tough because honestly, I love all their albums.
Oh, yeah.
So those are always problematic. And then Crowbar, which again, another band that is stupid consistent. And I actually love all their albums as well. So, and with the new album being as good as it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole new wrinkle. I was like, fuck, dude, because that could be better than some of the classic stuff. And that's it's tough.
And oddly enough, that new one, that was actually, I never really dove fully head on into Crowbar until the new album, and that new album took me by surprise. I was like, damn, why have I slept on this band for years?
Dude, Kirk is a fucking riff lord. Like that's what he does. Like, and he just has that unbelievably beefy tone. And I mean, if you want a long conversation about Kirk, you talk to Miller, because Miller loves all things NOLA and like the whole sludge scene and all that shit. And Crowbar's like, he's been to the studio where fucking Kirk records down there, and he's talked to him. He's actually friends with them on Facebook and shit like that. And it's just one of those dudes. Like, yeah, he he kind of latches on to the straightforward riff guys. Like, just give me a riff and then give me the most sad fucking forlorn melodies you can throw on top of that. And he's just damn good at it.
Yeah. Well, Ricky, I know your answer on this one.
All right.
Iron Maiden self-titled.
Back in Black. All day, all night.
I love all 4 of AC/DC's songs. I think they're all on that album.
I mean,
is that their only album? No, I'm kidding.
Jeez.
But Iron Maiden stuff, dude. Phantom of the Opera. That is like, still, I think, one of the best songs ever.
Remember
now,
Tomorrow, I love.
Now,
the song Iron Maiden.
Now, if it was Highway to Hell versus the self-titled, I think
I would have
went
went Highway to Hell. I would have went with Highway to Hell. That's my number one AC/DC. Back in Black would be my number 2. Oh, honestly, by a hair, I'm going Back in Black just because self-titled would be more in the middle for me.
It's more in the middle, but like Back in Black is one of those. It's like the Black Album. It's a great album that I never have to listen to again just because they played it to death.
It's just been played out, yeah.
At least with the self-titled Iron Maiden, there's still some freshness to it because it's kind of an overlooked one, but it's still really good.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. But funny enough, I was talking. Oh, I heard some. I was talking to Ricky earlier that I might, if possible, I might be going to my first ever show this September at Louder Than Life Festival in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's some big bands on that. There's like 9 Inch Nails and Slipknot, Lamb of God, Mastodon, Alice in Chains, Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I'm thinking the top 5 bands I'm wanting to go see from this whole thing is Alice Cooper, Mastodon, Slipknot, Lamb of God, and who was the 5th one I said, Ricky, if you remember?
Alice in Chains, Mastodon.
Alice in Chains, Mastodon, Slipknot, Lamb of God, and Alice Cooper. There we go.
Yeah.
See, actually, I haven't even checked. I usually stay away from those festivals, but let's see what they got.
Like they even got like Meshuggah and Body Count on that bill too.
Let's see, 9 Inch Nails, Bring Me Horizon, Evanescence, Hailstorm, Tenacious D. Tenacious D would be fun. Youngblood, I know that one. Highly Suspect is a solid rock band. At least, I like their earlier stuff. Their more recent stuff hasn't been as good. Ministry, nothing more. I've seen them, unfortunately. Baroness is awesome. Spirit Box, has their moment. I like that song, Holy Roller. Let's see. Not much. Very okay. All right, on to the next day. Shinedown, Slipknot, Lamb of God. Lamb of God still puts on a killer show, and so does Slipknot. Mastodon I just saw, and actually I'll be going to Youngstown to see them with Ghost. My brother-in-law is going to get meet and greets for that one. So we're going to meet with Mastodon and get a fucking bullshit with them for however long they let us. Clutch, Meshuggah, yeah. Dude, I have to say, man, I like that new In Flames song. It sounds like a old friend coming to, say hi again. Like, oh no, I haven't seen you in forever.
Haven't seen you in 20 years.
Yeah, I haven't given a shit about an upcoming In Flames album in a long time. But this one was like, you know what? I might
maybe they're going back.
If it's just the one song and the rest of it is just pure suck, I'm going to be fucking even more pissed with them. Guar, yeah, there's some fun stuff in there. Amigo the Devil is very interesting. If you get a chance to catch that, it's just check out some of their shit. It's pretty wild. I think it's mostly just one dude. Let's see, Rob Zombie, Kiss, Alice Cooper.
Basically all shock rock headliners for Saturday.
Yeah.
Which I would probably see all 3 just to see the spectacle.
Jerry Cantrell.
Yes.
That'd be good. Body Count, yeah.
Yeah.
Theory of a Nickelback. I mean, Dead Man. Seven Dust. I still love fucking Seven Dust.
Mm.
Airborne. Wow, they're still around.
Yeah, I'd probably check Airborne now because I like a few of their songs.
El Nino still around. All right. I thought that was like a big lawsuit as to who owns the fucking name. I think the drummer won it because he was kind of a cocksucker.
Kind of, or is?
If you ask the rest of the band that he sued, he is. I heard a lot of shit about his shady dealings. Alice in Chains, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Incubus. I would love to see Chili Peppers finally.
I would love to see them. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away.
And what's funny, yeah, basically Sunday's like the all alternative day almost.
Oh, but I mean, yeah, Bad Religion, dude. Bad Religion is for me. That's essential listening. That's one of my favorite punk bands all time. Anti-Flag, not bad. Wow, Bayside. I didn't know they were still around either. Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty decent stuff in there. It's
pretty
not
good stuff on there.
It's like I didn't see Five Finger Death Punch on there once, so
there you go. And basically, how that all came about is because I got a cousin who had tickets with a few of his buddies, and one of them backed down. He has an extra ticket left, and he wants me to go. And he's like, and I'm like, well, given my situation, I couldn't ride with them, so I'd have to bring the folks with me. But I'm sure we could figure that out. And all I got to do is just pay $175 for the ticket to pay him back, and I'm all set.
Is that for the entire thing?
For the whole thing. For the whole thing.
Bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I paid shit. It was like $200, $250 or something like that for MDF, and that was 4 days. But yeah, that was a lot of bands.
Oh, Maryland Death Metal Festival.
The autopsy.
That's what I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Venue food's fucking expensive, man. You got to eat.
I'm gonna be honest with you. After seeing that video, I immediately thought to myself, I don't have severe survival. How the fuck do I have not severe survival? And I bought it. I mentioned it on my latest CD collection update. I was like, the reason I bought severe survival was because of that situation. I was like, shit, I don't have it. I had mental funeral, but I didn't have severe survival.
Oh, dude, I mean, it seems like in terms of like autopsy favorites, most people are torn between those two as their number one. I still like Severed Survival a little bit more just because I love that old school classic death metal sound.
I mean, it depends. If you're talking about straight up death metal, Severe Survival. If you're talking about Death Doom, Mental Funeral.
It's Mental Funeral, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, fucking, is it Buried or Burial? I always fuck that up. I think it's Buried. It's one of the doomiest fucking songs on Mental Funeral. I think it's hold
on. Dead? Or was it the song Dead?
No, where are you?
I'm trying to remember what the song
was. Let's see.
No, maybe it was on a different album then. Fuck.
Which one you said it was?
Hold on. No, it might actually be Dead. My bad.
Ace, you got another doozy for us, and I already know Ricky's answer on this one. Man, the battle of
I love Seven Churches, but it's Scream Bloody Gore.
I love both albums, but lately, as the years have gone by, I've given the nudge to Scream Bloody Gore. You know, but
both produced by Randy Burns.
Yeah, but I love Seven Churches.
Yeah.
A lot of it, like for me, it comes down to like the drum work on Seven Churches feels like it's occasionally a little off, like it's a little too frantic. But I love the energy on it. Like it is such an unhinged fucking album. There's a little bit more control in Scream Bloody Gore, and I think the guitar melodies are a little bit more standout, like fucking Evil Dead, and I mean all the fucking classics in terms of like old school death metal. So yeah, I mean, Scream Bloody Gore, yeah, it edges it out by a little bit, but both are great.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Levi, are you gonna do that video that
for the rare CDs?
Yeah.
Well, I'd have to go through everything and figure out which ones were definitely rare. I mean, I already know what the rarest one is, and that's Cro-Mag's Best Wishes.
Mm-hmm.
Never forget, we were in the middle of talking before episode of the podcast last year, and I was just going through Miami Metal Merchant just to see what all they had, and I saw they had Cro-Mag's Best Wishes. I was like, wait, what?
And you were like, for cheap?
I was like,
a cheap copy?
For $14, I'm fucking buying it. I don't care. Fuck it. Because that's one of my favorite crossover albums of all time. Maybe my favorite, possibly, if we ever do, like Ricky, if we ever do top 10 crossover thrash albums, that would be up there for me.
Probably DRI for me at the top. Maybe Rigor Mortis.
I mean, it can vary.
It can vary.
Ooh. Nick, you're probably going to be punching yourself in the face for this one. Oh,
well, it's both thrower, but I love Death Shall Rise. I mean, it's fucking awesome, but you put it up against the Bolt Thrower album, in my opinion. So yeah,
It Shall Rise for me.
Oh man, that's hard. Though? That's literally the perfect formula of Bolt Thrower because you get everything they do well on it. It's so fucking good. Sorry.
Oh man. I mean, man, that's hard. If it was Fourth Crusade, I would have hands down went with Fourth Crusade.
Yeah, say with me. If it was Fourth Crusade, I would have gone both.
I would have gone with Fourth Crusade hands down, but fucking Death Shall Rise I love so much, but I'd probably still would go with War Master.
See, for me, like if we were going for like the groovier era of Bolt Thrower, For Victory. Like if it was For Victory, that would probably win too. Fourth Crusade, I would probably take Death Shall Rise, though, just because I like the little bit thrashier approach on Death Shall Rise. Plus, you get James Murphy doing the James Murphy things.
Yep. Oh, here's another one. Battle between two of your number ones, Nick. The Bleeding or Time Waits for No Slave?
Oh, dude.
Bleeding for me.
Bleeding. That's good.
I mean, it's two different things too. That's shitty.
Two different schools of thought.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love The Bleeding. I do, and I actually I'm gonna go with Time Waits for No Slave. Like that's one of my favorite grindcore albums. And I mean, I don't have to choose between them because I own both and I can listen to them anytime. So But honestly, I think for me it just comes down to the energy that they give off. And dude, if I listen to fucking Time Waits for No Slave in my car, I might get a speeding ticket. Like I got to really watch that shit because that album flies at such a nasty pace. You know, there's a lot more groove to settle you down in The Bleeding. No, not on Napalm Death. That one wants you to fucking break laws, all of them.
And now Ace just brought up a difficult one for me. Speak English or Die or crossover?
Speak English or Die. I mean, honestly, without Speak English or Die, there is no crossover. Like that's like the album that influenced the other album there. Like, you know, and without Suicidal Tendencies debut, there might not be a Speak English or Die.
Yeah. But I'd go SOD on this. Even though crossover, that's my favorite DRI album. But Speak English or Die is so fucking amazing. I mean, the song Milk, blast beats, for fuck's sake.
Dude, Charlie don't give no fucks. Charlie blasts.
No. And even his solo on United Forces, Charlie doing the solo, that's a ripper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people, it turns out Charlie Benante's a hell of a guitarist, too.
Dude, I mean, he's one of the main writers in Anthrax still. Like, he did a lot of the guitar work when... Actually, I mean, between he and Scott, they did a lot of that writing in general. Like Dan Spitz, it didn't seem like he was that involved in the writing process unless it came down to just like throwing in his solos, unfortunately.
Yeah, like leads and stuff.
Especially when it came down to like Persistence of Time. Like that was almost, I would say, entirely Scott and fucking Charlie, and probably a little bit of Frank too. But like that was... Actually, I would say mostly Scott because that was a really like personal, dark album for him. But yeah, Charlie did some killer shit on there.
Oh, Ace, you prick.
Ah!
Can I just groan for the next hour?
Man.
Again,
I gotta
two
go
separate
effigy.
schools of thought.
I know it's I mean I love autopsy, but dude, like effigy is like another one of those that is super important. Like Pierce from Within is 100% my favorite Suffocation album, but effigy is my number 2. And dude, Mike Smith's drum work alone on that album, and literally they invented the slam breakdown.
Yep.
When I saw them at MDF, dude, they opened up with Legion and Veracity. And when that fucking breakdown hit, it was like, I gotta back the fuck up because there's about to be limbs getting kicked out of this bitch.
Yeah. I mean, these are both my number ones for these bands. If I had to go with one, I'd probably go with Effigy as well.
Yeah, Effigy. No. Probably go Mental Funeral.
Because you're the Doom fan.
I'm the Death Doom guy, so
Yeah.
See, I don't know. Like when it came down to like Death Doom, I got into the stuff, the more gothic stuff first, like Paradise Lost, My Dying Bride, early Catatonia. Autopsy came later, but I got into them with their first album with the old school death metal sounds. Like, fuck yeah! And wait, the drummer's the singer. That's even more fuck yeah.
Yeah. This one, ouch. Human or Cause of Death? I'll go Cause of Death.
I gotta go Cause of Death.
Like, I love Human so much.
I love Human. Cosmic Sea, not so much. I still think that's just kind of a little too much wank.
I'll go with Human.
But Cause of Death, yeah,
yes.
that's like one of my favorite old school death metal albums, flat out.
Yeah. Oh, Ace. Super Collider or Aluminum Anus. Oh, God. I'm only going to go Super Collider because at least there's one good song, Kingmaker, where there's really nothing on Aluminum Anus. The closest good song on Aluminum Anus is Blades of Bow, and that's not even that great.
I'm going to go with Super Collider.
Yeah, at least it has the Cold Sweat cover too.
That too, yeah.
That's the other saving grace. There's not much on that album that I liked at all.
Yeah, I mean, I rank that as my least favorite Megadeth album.
No, it's not Risk. Risk is fucking trash. That's unlistenable fucking butt rock fucking lameness.
Yeah, I mean that was the risk you took.
Matchbox Megadeth. Songs from Dave's vagina.
Oh God.
I hate that album with a passion.
Now this one is a
oh God damn it. Okay.
I love both of these albums pretty much equally,
so
but if I had to,
you're basically saying Dio versus Ozzy, pretty much.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, oh God.
Oh,
I love both of these albums equally,
I need to analyze
but
this.
All right.
I need to analyze this. Ozzy Osbourne, Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley, I don't know. Heaven and Hell, the title track, Trinity of Tears, Neon Nights.
I mean, they're both so damn classic.
By a hair. I'm gonna give it to Heaven and Hell. By a hair.
I mean,
if this is Mob Rules, it would be an easier choice. I would have gone with Mob Rules. Mob Rules that's my favorite Dio era Sabbath album.
Man, for me, I mean, for me, yeah, this is the battle between two of the best comebacks. You know, Ozzy coming back from gone from Sabbath, and Sabbath coming back after floundering for a few years. By a hair, I'm gonna go Blizzard of Oz.
It's had more of an impact on me. Like, you know,
that too.
Yeah.
That was a big one for me as a kid. What's up, Cosmic Black Metal 96?
What's up, fellow friend of mine and Scott's? Demonic or I Hear Black. Because there's no Bad Overkill album, whereas Demonic's...
Demonic... Dude, Demonic Refusal is a fucking beast of a song. Like, I like Demonic. Like, I think it's just a heavier album, but it doesn't sound like a Testament album. Like, it sounds like forced extra aggression. And I hear Black. I don't know. It just feels like a kind of a lackluster groove metal album. Like it doesn't do much for like I think it was a WTFO and Killing Kind had some better songs on it. Well, I mean, Killing Kind has some bad ones on it though. I'll go Demonic. I think Demonic's. I don't hate any Testament album. Honestly, I think the discography is
I'll go with Overkill for me.
Candlemass, Self-Taught, or Blade Kisses? Blade Kisses.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
That's an
love
easy
that
choice
Candlemass
for me.
album.
Ooh. I need to check out that Candlemass album.
Dude.
To really have a full opinion.
The song Black Dwarf, like that was the lead-off single on it. Holy shit, dude. What a fucking riff. That was Messiah's big comeback, too.
Right.
I'm gonna give it to Bloody Kisses, but if it was Epicus, Doomicus, Metallicus,
that would be even harder. Yeah,
man. I mean, again, the impact it had, Bloody Kisses, but that Candlemass album is underrated. It's. I mean, it might not be as on par as like fucking like Nightfall or Tales of Creation, Epicus,
or even Ancient Dreams. Even
Ancient Dreams is kind of middle for me. I like that one. It just doesn't feel as like again like Nightfall and fucking Tales of Creation. I think are just superb. And the new one, too. I think the new one's fucking awesome.
New one was really good, too. Easily Demonic.
Oh, Demonic.
Easily.
Next.
Easily. Essentially. I'll be right back. I got to go take a quick leak. And,
right.
Actually, I'll leave you off with this one, which is Worst Torture.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay.
How many albums does... we count the cover albums, too?
Oh, no.
I guess.
I gotta think which one's gonna take longer.
Oh God!
I'm gonna go ahead and say probably listening to Aluminum Anus.
Yeah.
Because I want to say I don't know, man. Because the 6 Feet Under one might be. Oh God! All right. I mean, I almost want to look it up and total up the amount of time that there is in all of 6 Feet Under. Wait, the live albums too.
Oh. Yeah, and the cover album.
Oh God.
That might actually end up being more than 10 hours. So yeah, 10 hours of Aluminum Anus.
Versus,
Hate Life. Like you might need to like strap me to a fucking gurney or something like that just to make sure I don't like try to fucking throw myself out a fucking window.
But you know what?
Or turn it off.
You just led me to something. I'm thinking now about doing this for when my birthday comes up in about 5 weeks. Over on Twitch, I might do a Twitch like birthday subathon thing where if I get a certain amount of subs on Twitch, I will listen to Catharsis for 2 hours, basically listen to the album twice just to torture myself.
God.
That just gave me an idea. I
thought you were just going to like do like a live ranking of 6 Feet Under or something like that. Like I'm listening to it right now.
And this is where it's going to go. Haunted #1, everything else is dead last.
Okay. Knowing you're putting the covers, I'd rather listen to 6 Feet Under because at least the first one, I can live with it.
Yeah.
I mean, even the first one, which I think is probably the best from what I've heard.
Yeah.
But it still sounds like a B-side fucking Obituary album, mostly because Alan West.
I know.
It just sounds like all the riffs that Obituary didn't want from Alan West. Like, what about this one? It's like, Trevor wrote a better one.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, fine. I'll give it to Chris Burns. He'll appreciate it. Burns, what do you think? I think it's fucking sweet. Let's write a song about like werewolves or some shit.
Bark of the Moon.
Not that one. I can sing it better. Bark of the Moon. There it is. Got it. Nailed it first try. Fucking. But yeah, like there's more time, and the shitty part about doing the whole 6 Feet Under one is you're going to listen to that band get progressively worse with every release. At least with Aluminum Anus, you only got to listen to that one piece of shit that's like a steady plateau of suck. Like, it won't get any better. It won't get any worse. It'll just stay right there.
It's like a steady train to nowhere.
Off a cliff.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And back to that fucking Barnes impression. I still can't stop watching that fucking commercial I made about
that was funny.
That was great.
Dude, when you showed me that, I was like, holy shit, like, he scripted me. And it works.
It was funny that Get Off My Lawn from the Gran Torino with Clint Eastwood. That was the only clip I could find of somebody going, "Get off my lawn," without any weird cuts.
Next time you see like fucking like Blabbermouth or Metal Injection or Metal Sucks, they bring up Chris Barnes being a fucking cock again, which will probably be the next time they talk about Chris Barnes, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Throw that one in the comments. It's like, no, this is what I hear he's doing now.
He's promoting volcanoes.
Give me a sandwich. I'll get off your lawn, I promise. Don't call the cops.
I think I might head out, guys. I'm kind of getting sleepy. I had a long day at work. So
yeah, actually, I do got to get back to
I got to go too.
Dude, thanks for having me for a little bit, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, no problem. This was a lot of fun.
I figured I might as well pop on, get a chance to talk to some people because I haven't had a chance to, because tomorrow fucking Noon's coming over and we're reviewing a bunch of shit. I don't even know what we're fucking reviewing. Hey, thanks, man. I'm like almost 100%. I just got to get the crap out of my body. So
same here.
Woo! COVID.
Yeah, we're on the mend. We're on the mend.
But yeah, I'll be around, and catch you guys later.
All right.
And we'll Ricky and I, we will see everybody watching on the Shadow Call podcast tomorrow night for UWF Beach Brawl and TNA's first show, because we're going to have to redo last week because fuck you, Time Warner. So, yeah.
Arby cookies for everybody.
Oh, jeez. But anyways, we will catch you later.